With President Muhammadu Buhari away in Paris, France, journalists covering the presidential villa were not hopeful of stronger reports. But at 5:44 p.m., the senior special assistant to the president on National Assembly matter, Senator Ita Enang, entered the press gallery. He disclosed that the 2018 FCT budget has been signed into law by President Muhammadu Buhari.
The 2018 Federal Capital Territory Appropriation Bill, making provision for the sum of 371.5 billion for the Federal Capital Territory capital and recurrent expenditure for the year 2018 ending on the 31st of December 2018.
He also disclosed that the president has signed the Extradition Amendment Act 2018 into law. It seeks to prevent double punishment for those extradited who had already served punishment for a particular crime in the country they initially resided.
The Extradition Treaty Amendment Act 2018. This amends the 2004 Act. It is intended to make sure that any person who is extradited from one country to Nigeria or from Nigeria to another country does not face trial for any offense for which he stood trial or was convicted or acquitted in the country requesting extradition.
Expectedly, journalists sought to know why the president has not signed the Electoral Amendment Bill into law. So what about the Electoral Amendment Bill?
The Electoral Amendment Bill passed by the National Assembly had been transmitted to Mr. President sometime, I think on the 7th or 8th of November. So the Electoral Amendment Bill is with us. The bill has just come to Mr. President, and Mr. President is allowed by law to look at the content of every law. And as of all the bills I have mentioned, you can look at the time that they came, the time it took for the work to be done on the bill. Therefore, Mr. President, conscious of the issues surrounding it and all circumstances, the bill is receiving attention.
Other bills also signed into law by President Muhammadu Buhari includes the Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention Establishment Act 2018, the National Environmental Standard and Regulation Enforcement Agency Establishment/Amendment Act 2018, and the Nigerian Institute of Mining and Geoscience JOS Establishment Act 2018. The signing into law of the 2018 budget for the Federal Capital Territory by President Muhammadu Buhari is coming just about a month and 3 weeks to the end of the year. In 2017, it was signed on the very last day of the year. But stakeholders in the FCT project believe that the National Assembly, which is also the State House of Assembly for the FCT, should ensure prompt passage of the budget in order for the city to be developed in line with the dreams of its founding fathers. From the Aso Rock Presidential Villa, I'm Ikaro Atta, ITV News, Abuja.